welcome back, guys. We are getting an early start today because we've got quite a project planned for today, so it's a little bit earlier than it would usually be when we're done. Yeah.
That hardwood.
This?
That hardwood.
Yeah. Yeah. You want the saw too? There's the cat you guys were asking. It's been 4 days, and he's still here. He's really loving it in the barn, but he does not hunt mice. He just sits up here on the chair and lounges all day. Here you go.
Well, could it do or just use the other one?
Oh, I would use the other one. I just brought that because I thought you wanted. That's not very long. So.
It's not very wide, is it? I mean, not very long, yeah.
No, I would use that for one. And
yeah, let me go get the other one in my truck. He said he'd be a little after 10 right there.
Okay, he wants to be up there on his blanket. Okay, so anyway, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be working on, the lights aren't on so I can't do that, but we're going to be working on the pump. We got the parts and everything for it. We just got to figure out how to get it out of there. I do know we're not going to be doing what they told us we could try. We're not going to be using the hydraulics to try to lift it out. We really just don't want to ruin anything. If we ruin that cylinder or that gate or anything like the track that the gate is on, that would be thousands of dollars. You seriously follow me in here? Do not fall in the hole, please. So it would be thousands of dollars to replace that. So we're going to try to figure out a different way to do it. We're going to take all the bolts out again. We're going to lift it up, and then we're going to try to winch it out again. We tried before, but we couldn't get anything to happen. But we didn't have a good winching system. Now we've got this bar, this steel bar, attached to the top of this pump, and it's solid. It's not moving. So we're going to winch on that and see if that does anything. Where'd the cat go? No, I hear no struggling, so can't be down there. But yeah, so we're gonna try to get it up far enough so we can set. I'll have him explain it to you. There he is. How about you explain what we're... Want me to cut it?
No,
I can cut it. I'll set it over there.
I'll explain. You see my map right there. What we're doing is replacing the packing in the cylinder that lifts the gate, opens and closes the gate. Hold on, let me stand.
Okay. Oh, we did have another box of dry cow stuff in the truck?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got those. Oh, like they're perfectly the same size.
If we get the gate up to where that T is meant to hold the gate up when you unhook your cylinder so it doesn't drop down in.
So we're gonna set these under it and across that thing?
Yeah, so the gate doesn't fall off. Then we gotta take those rusty bolts out.
Grind them off.
Grind them off, I would say. I don't see any need to pulling the whole gate out. Unless it wants to come, then I don't know.
I don't think it will.
Can you turn that light on over here?
Yep.
I don't think we'll leave it. I got the test wrench. I don't know what size.
I believe it's 14, but
We'll take both of these. Come along.
come along is right there. Yourself, huh? I'm gonna sneeze. It's gone. I hate that. We left 2 cows in this morning because this one just calved, which I'm interested to show you guys the calf. What happened? What happened? Right in the oil, right?
Oh yeah. Look at that. Can you go home?
Oh, that's gross.
Jesus.
We don't need these anyway, I don't think.
Well,
You got the... Yeah, you've got... we don't need these. I know it's metric. I'll wash them off later. That's nasty.
so we're gonna. You got the pliers right there, and I got the wrench. Wow, a lot of oil there.
I know, it's all coming out of that gate.
We've gone through about 6 gallons. I mean, 30 gallons. Trying to, but it wasn't bad till just recently. Really bad. Okay. See, that wouldn't be long enough anyway to.
Prepare to be dirty.
Hold on, let me get rid of this.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
Be ready, because it's probably going to shoot it out again.
Yeah. We didn't bring any paper towel to plug it.
It's empty. There's nothing in there.
There's some. Yeah, I got one right here. Hey, I got some right here. Okay. We'll go over this again. Where did we put that before? Like,
We had it behind
yeah, that's good.
there. Like that.
No, it's good. I think you can let go. Okay. Take those.
You need another towel?
Yeah. I'm not going to put it in just to add more fluid to. Well, I'd rather, you know, if we have to scrape the gutters out just a hair, do that, then keep buying, you know,
Hold on, I'm not on it.
yeah.
How do I adjust this? No mistake. Good thing we didn't have an early spring, or we'd be too busy spreading manure to even mess with this.
Okay. Yeah, really. That on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put those back on there. I'll lose them. You do?
It's too friendly.
Two.
I can't reach that one.
You do the wrench.
I just dip my hand right in that oil. Think the cat'll do this here?
You better go check and you ought to take the pipe out of the sink too.
Okay. He is not here, but oh jeez, he's not here. The cattle dealer's supposed to be coming for that really big calf that we had a while ago. He's ready to go. Already washed the floor in here this morning. Would you like some treats? Is that why you're being annoying? There you go. They're in the dish. He's not very smart. I give him milk every morning and every night. And I wonder why he doesn't try to catch rats. He's not hungry. We should have pumped that water out first. It's so low. You got it?
Yeah. One more. What do you do?
Huh?
Can you get it?
I don't know if I can.
Here.
Hang on,
You do this. Well, no.
I can't do either one.
Here, let me see. I think I can do it. You can't do that.
Yes, I can. I can do it. Just close it on.
Okay. You got it?
Yep.
It's so slippery, I can't even.
Everything's coated in oil.
I have a rush back here. You want one?
Yeah, I'm alright for now.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That went right up my sleeve.
Oh, man. Well, you're gonna just keep doing it if you keep doing that.
That's what I don't understand, why that won't come. I don't understand it.
You might as well just hook on.
Yeah, you might as well. I just don't understand why that won't come out.
I don't know, but it won't.
That back for you? Right there? Okay. Alright, open it up.
How far?
I guess just try hooking around that
Hooking around what?
that top one like we did before.
Watch your head, please.
He's coming.
Oh my gosh, he's coming.
Or is it?
I gotta get some more here.
You thought it was coming?
I thought it wasn't.
Wow, I don't like the way that's on there.
What if you hooked it underneath that plate?
Yeah, that's what.
Right up close to this.
Yeah, right around
And then
the.
you could just pull up and
Yeah. Jeez.
I got it pretty tight.
You do. Wow. Just let it go. You can let go. Well, no, dog it out again.
This is gonna be a long day. I knew it was, but I was hopeful. I'll leave the beaters on because the milk truck is supposed to be coming today. I don't know why I said it like that. It always comes. It's coming today.
All right, let me lift it up for you, and you can.
I can lift it if you want to hook it.
Yeah, I want it right back.
You can hook it. Where you want. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Maybe you should have that sealed. You shouldn't have that
Oh, yeah,
sealed
yeah,
up
yeah.
there. You should let it go.
I'll hold it. You
There
do
you
it.
go. Okay, I got it.
think it's enough to. Are both hooks on there?
I don't know, I can't see.
Okay, let go of it. Just crank it.
Now we're just going to be pushing on that like that.
Huh? I wouldn't crank it anymore.
Okay, so we haven't gotten anywhere with that. We're going to try something different. We're going to try putting a couple 6x6s underneath the base of it, getting a bottle jack under there and trying to crank it up instead of pulling on it. We're going to try to push on it and see if that works better. Pulling on it isn't doing anything. We don't have enough cable. It's not accomplishing anything. I did put some sawdust down here because I kept slipping and that's just dangerous. So I put some sawdust down to make walking in here a little bit safer. We still haven't seen the cattle dealer yet. He hasn't showed up. He was supposed to show up at 10. I think it is a little bit before 10, so I did want to take you up and show you the calves before. The one you've seen is the only one that's going today. Some of you guys have been asking what we get for our Hereford crosses and saying like, why do we breed with Hereford in the first place since we're a dairy farm? We breed with Hereford because honestly it's a very profitable side business when we don't raise many heifers because we don't have to. Our cows live a very long time. We have to raise a few, obviously, to replace older ones, or something would happen and the cow gets sick and dies randomly. We always used to buy our replacements, but in the last few years that's gotten more difficult. There aren't as many people raising heifers as there were before, and now they're really, really expensive. So we started raising our own again. But anyway, no matter what, we're always going to have a Hereford because of the fact that they are profitable calves. So there's the man who's going to be going this morning. I put him in here because he's just too big for a cage. He's about as tall as Poppy. He might be a little bit shorter than Poppy, but he's very stout and he's just a great looking bull. So a lot of you guys have been asking like what we get for them. We had a bull similar to him. He was smaller, just as thick and stocky though. And we sent him to the auction and got $7 a pound for him, and he weighed 102 pounds. So we got $714. They take out all the commission and everything, so I think we ended up getting like $680 for him. Average is around like $400, so $400 to $800 is what we get for those calves. It's a good side income for a farm to have that. So hopefully we'll get over $700 for him. I'm not really sure. Sometimes if they're oversized, they might go for a little bit less. So he's obviously very, very big, so I don't know if he'll go for as much as the other one, or if he'll go for less, or maybe he'll go for more. I don't know, but we'll find out next week sometime when we get our slip and everything from that. But yeah, did just want to, kind of update you guys on that. Patches and Poppy are doing great together. I still haven't put Pokey in there with them. She's probably going to go in tomorrow once he goes because I just don't want that many in there. I don't want anybody to start picking on each other or sucking on each other like Patches does. We had another bull calf born a couple days ago, and he looks exactly like Patches. Look at that. It's like the same cow, only a little bit bigger. He already has a home. He's going to be staying until next weekend, I believe, and then somebody's going to be coming to pick him up. And that's it so far. We do have another cow that's very close to calving, a couple actually. So I'll be interested to see if, since it's April, we'll start getting any shorthorn crosses. I said Holstein. We don't even have a Holstein bull. I think the cow that I'm interested in, I showed you guys her a million times. She's a white Holstein, and she's just beautiful. She's due to have a bull calf, but I am pretty sure it's going to be a shorthorn for some reason, so I'll be interested to see how that calf turns out. I was hoping she was going to have a heifer. There's still a chance she could have a heifer, but very slim because the vet is rarely wrong about that. So right now we're just waiting for Brent to come back. He had to go change his shirt because he got soaked in oil. And then he's going to get the bottle jack, and we're going to try this whole thing a different way. Hopefully the cattle dealer will come before then so we don't have to keep crawling in and out of the building. The milk truck still hasn't come, I don't think. I can hear the beaters. So he still hasn't come. It's not super warm today. I think it's only like probably high 30s, maybe. And it's supposed to be pretty cool all week, I think. Next week, I think it's supposed to be like 58 one day, and then the next day is supposed to be 50, so maybe it's going to start warming up. I'll go get him.
All right, then.
Maybe. But the packing is definitely gone in that cylinder.
You think so?
There's oil running straight down the piston.
Yeah, okay.
The cattle dealer just left and took that calf. So sorry if this is fuzzy. I can't tell. Every screen is covered in hydraulic oil, so it all looks fuzzy to me. But I tried cleaning it off, so hopefully it isn't. So we got that calf shipped. I'll be interested to see what that brings. We went in the pump house and we worked on that for a little while longer. We blocked it up 15 inches. We've got 6x6s and 2 2x6s under each side, so 15 inches under each side. You can watch the oil just run right down the shaft of the cylinder, so it clearly doesn't have any pressure behind it, so it can't pick itself up out of there. We can't winch it out of there. Our last resort, I think, is going to be to ask our welder if he could possibly torch the end of the shaft close to the bolts as he can. That might possibly work. We'll have to ask him because he's really smart about stuff like that. So I guess that's what Brent went to do, is to call and ask him, but I'll update you if anything happens. It is the next morning and it has been a wild 24 hours. So recap where you guys, I guess, would have seen last would have been, we were trying to get that gate out of the pump house using the hydraulics. We gave up and just figured, let's just try it their way, see if it works. That did absolutely nothing. I'm guessing between the fact that the cylinder's packing is completely gone and the fact that we're low on oil, it can't physically lift itself up past the point where it normally would. It's stopping right there. Even though we blocked it up, like I said in the last, I think I said the last time I saw you guys, that we blocked it up 15 inches or something like that, and it still wasn't lifting itself up out far enough to even see the T where we wanted to get the boards under, just to hold that gate up while we removed the cylinder. So that, combined with the fact that it still sounds like it's hitting something metal. I know that it's not technically possible, but we had our friend, the welder over here, he came over and looked at it, which was really nice of him to stop by and look at it. He looked at it and messed around with it. I guess when Brent was here, I wasn't actually here, and he said the same thing. It sounds like it's hitting metal. It doesn't sound like it's just hitting slag against the sides. It sounds like it's hitting something metal, and it's not moving. No matter what we do, we cannot get that thing out. He said something that might have happened is it might have actually physically somehow bent the gate a little bit over time, and it's not sliding up in its track because it's actually bent. So it might be getting to a certain point, and it's so bent that it can't get past that point. So we've got a new plan for that. We're going to try and take out the bolts because you can actually see them and they actually don't look as bad as condition as we thought they were. So we're going to try to take one of them out and then try to hook something through the hole that the bolt went in, like a cable or something, and then attach that to anything in there, the pump, or just put an anchor bolt in the ceiling or something, and hold that gate up with that while we remove the other screw, because there's 2 screws that hook onto that T thing, which is you're supposed to just be able to put a piece of wood or a piece of steel underneath that and like over the top of the slide. Sorry about that, my camera died, and I also was thinking that what I was telling you guys really doesn't make any sense unless you can actually physically see it, so I went and got the manual for it. So this is what we're trying to get out. This is what I keep saying is the gate. And the cylinder, it looks just like this cylinder right here, is attached to the top of it, and it's got this plate right here. This is where that goes in. So this plate is like a couple, like maybe 4 or 6 inches off the floor. So you would see this T right here. What you would do, and these are the bolts that we want to take out right here. There's one of them. So what you would do is you would lift that up as high as you could. You would unhook your cylinder and everything and unhook this plate. Lift this, the cylinder is right there, I guess, actually. So you would take that plate off, and then you would just stick some boards across this. This is the chute. You would stick some boards across the opening of that, or some metal or something, underneath this T area, just to hold that gate up while you remove the cylinder. So you didn't have to, unless you were replacing the gate, you didn't really have to mess with that gate at all. You could just leave it right in there, just hang it there, fix the cylinder, and then put it back on. So we can't get it out even far enough. You can just barely see the bolts. You could reach your hand down in there and get the bolts out, obviously, but we can't see that T at all, and you just physically cannot get it up far enough to see that T. So we've done everything we can think of doing, and like I said, we're just going to be taking the top bolt out, because there's 2. I'm not really sure why it shows that there's 1, because there are 2. But you're going to take that, I think it's an Allen head or a hex head, you're going to take that out, and we're going to thread something, just a I think we have some cable around here, like some cable that you would hook your dog out to on a dog run or something. We're just going to stick that through there and then tie it to something so we can actually hold that gate up while we get the last bolt out. And then hopefully the plan is we can get that cylinder off then, and then just move forward like you would if this was just hanging on there. So that is the plan. Whether or not they don't look like they're rusty, and they've definitely got enough grease over the last few weeks. So they should come right out, but I don't know. The top bolt is loose, so I don't know if that'll make it easier or harder to get it out, but that's the new plan. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I probably won't show you guys much of that because you guys have seen a lot of us in that pump house lately, and I'm sure you're getting sick of it because I know I am. But then for the second really depressing thing that happened. So you guys remember the Holstein I was talking about yesterday. She's bagging, but she still had a couple weeks to go. Last night, she very unexpectedly calved. Really early, something was clearly wrong. The calf was born dead. And I had said a million times that it was scheduled. We had her vet checked in September. He said she was 2 months along with a bull. So we thought it was going to be a shorthorn bull calf because we had a shorthorn bull. And Neil at the time, Neil is our belted bull if you're new here. And he was really small, and this is a bigger Holstein, so we didn't think that it was possible that he'd gotten her bred, especially back when he was that young. Now he obviously could, but he was pretty short for a while, so I just didn't think it was possible. But she did in fact have a belted calf, and it was not a bull, it was a heifer. We've even reached in her with a sleeve to make sure she didn't have twins. It's very uncommon for the vet to be wrong. I've said this probably 6 times. It's super uncommon for the vet to be wrong about the gender. When he says what gender it's going to be, he's almost always right. I would say like 98% of the time he's right. This time it just happened to be a heifer, and one of the ones we would have been super excited to keep because she's a great cow. It would have been our first Dutch belt Holstein. Full belt, black, beautiful calf, and just born dead. It was completely formed, but its stomach walls were a little thin. I don't really know. I mean, she had a couple weeks to go. It should have been fully formed. Something just wasn't right with it. And I'll show you guys why we think it wasn't right. She's in here. We left her in because obviously she should not be outside with the rest of the cows. Something else we were really worried about was when we brought her in, she was pushing really, really violently. You can still see she is trying to clean, but she was pushing way too hard. And we were afraid she was going to cast her withers. If you don't know what that is, that's when a cow actually physically pushes their uterus out of their body. And you can put them back in, but most of the time they don't really recover from that. They'll either get an infection or they'll be okay, but they'll just never get bred back. It's very uncommon to have that happen and then have the cow be okay. So at least here in our experience, it's been very uncommon to have that happen. We've had it happen a couple times, but it's been years and years and years since we had any problem with that. So we gave her some drugs to stop her from pushing like that, just some pain medication, and she has stopped that, so that's good. She's still trying to clean, but not as violently as she was before. She was pushing like she was going to have another calf, and that just definitely would not have ended well. And so we won't be able to milk her in for a while. Clearly we won't be able to anyway because she's still got a lot of colostrum. She's exactly 6 weeks from when we dried her off, so it would have been perfect timing. This is her second calf. She should have a little bit longer dry period, so she would have been around 7.5 to 8 weeks dry. 8 weeks is a little long, but she was just early. You can tell. I mean, she didn't bag up hardly at all. Her bag was bigger than this when we dried her off, so I'm hoping that she comes into it. If she doesn't, then we're just going to have to wait for her to get rebred, and it's going to be like starting all over with her because she's just going to have another calf to come out of this. So she'll eventually start producing. She may start producing as we go along, like as we start milking her, she may start producing a little bit better. But it's just really disappointing because we were excited. She's one of our best heifers. No, I say heifer. She's not really a heifer. She's one of our best cows. And we were just super excited for the calf, super excited for her lactation, and it just didn't work out. And I think I even mentioned, like, quite a few videos back now when I said she hadn't even started bagging yet. And I was showing you guys how excited I was for her because she's a nice cow. And I said it's usually the nice cows that something bad happens. Well, case in point. I'm just thankful that she's all right. Such as it is. I mean, she doesn't have a bag at all, hardly, but she's okay, so that's good. It costs a lot of money to replace her. A cow in her condition and as young as she is would probably cost us, $3,000. So it's good that she's still here. It's a bummer about the calf because that would have been a perfect calf to raise with her genetics. She's all right, so that's the bright side of things. We let her lap off the calf and everything, and then we took it away. But yeah, she's chewing her cud and she's comfortable now, and she's stopped pushing, like I said, so. Is what it is. Farming is difficult. Sometimes you just gotta expect that. It just seems pessimistic, but sometimes you gotta expect with the really, really good cows, something's probably gonna happen, because it always seems to happen to the good ones. Never seems to happen to the mediocre cows. Yeah, kind of a video about nothing. If we get anything accomplished on that pump cylinder today, I will update you guys before the end of this video, just so you know that we did get it off and we're taking it to the shop or something. If that happens, I'm crossing my fingers that something good is gonna happen today. But if we don't, this is goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep it real, keep farming, keep pushing on. If you guys are having trouble too, I hope you're not, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.